All right, guys. I'm here with Scott Gray. We're gonna do a little interview today. Scott, when did you started on martial arts?
Martial arts. So in 2007 is when I started in martial arts. Really started in karate first, and it's kind of a funny story how I got started. My son was 7 at that point, and we were looking for some physical activity for him to do. My wife was painting windows at the time, and she wanted to paint the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. so she found a karate studio that she went in and sold them on painting their windows, and they talked her into bringing her son down there. So went down and watched him do his first initial class, and then we started going every night to watch him. And after about 2 weeks, the owner says, "Hey, you're here all the time. Why don't you just join the class? The adult class is right after his." So we started in karate at that point.
Cool.
And my karate instructor does a variation of karate. It's a self-defense karate. So it's originally
more real.
Yes.
Not just breaking boards, stuff like that.
Exactly. He was traditionally a Kempo karate guy, but then he has implemented Krav Maga into his self-defense, judo, Muay Thai, and kickboxing. And he also started doing Jiu-Jitsu in there. So we'd have a ground game, in case it went.
So you started doing Jiu-Jitsu at the karate gym?
At the karate gym.
Oh,
yep.
Cool.
So every 3 months or so, we would cycle through, whether it's Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and something as part of the curriculum. And it kind of bred off that. And, instead of just doing it every 3 months, we would do it, we'd do an hour and a half after the karate class. And we got with an instructor out of Boise, Idaho, Keith Owens, who was our black belt, and he would come up and teach us the Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. So really, if I said when I got into Jiu-Jitsu, it was about 2008.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've been doing it ever since. My wife and my son both did it through their blue belt.
Oh, cool.
And then my wife had some physical health problems, so she kind of stopped doing that. My son went through the teenage high school years and kind of got into other activities. I'm hoping one day he'll come back and do it, but just not yet.
And when did you start? When did you join a Jiu-Jitsu gym?
Join an actual Jiu-Jitsu gym. So we were kind of an affiliate of the Keith Owens School up here, but he was always based in Boise. So he would have to come up and about every 3 months or so and train with us. So, but with that we were following the Pedro Sauer curriculum, and we had, in fact, I still to this day have all the videos for white to blue, which we had to do 88 moves. Is the 88 moves to do that, and then I had the blue to purple, the 88 moves through that. So we did that, and then we would go down to Boise and we would test, when we were ready after Professor Owens had come up here and kind of evaluated us, and we would go down there and roll with his students.
Oh, cool.
But then, actual just straight on Jiu-Jitsu gym was when I started coming over here to the Renzo Gracie School in 2019.
Yeah, guys, if a lot of people might not know it, that gym here was a Renzo Gracie Association gym before, and I was hired to teach here under Renzo Gracie Association, even me being a Barrick associated. And then within time, they closed out the gym, and I took over. So then when I started teaching here, Scott was already a brown belt, right?
Yes.
So then after a while, he got his black belt, a year and a half ago?
Yeah, just a little over a year and a half now.
Yeah. Cool. What do you say? Why did you decided to go to Jiu-Jitsu too? Why you didn't just stick with karate and maybe Krav Maga and all those striking
Sure.
martial arts? Why did you decided to move to jiu-jitsu? Do you still do karate
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah. Still train
You're black
karate.
belt, right?
Yes, yeah, 4th-degree black belt in karate, and still train with that, and even we'll put on the gloves when we're doing jiu-jitsu over there. So we're doing full-on striking and the jiu-jitsu. But I don't know. I love the physical aspect of the jiu-jitsu, the close contact. When I was doing karate, we would when we go to tournaments, you were doing either your forms, your weapons, or your sparring. And I always liked the sparring and the weapons the best, because they were kind of more realistic. And the grappling and the jiu-jitsu, again, was more realistic. So I mean, it's you against your opponent. Striking is kind of, I say my striking has helped my jiu-jitsu. My jiu-jitsu has helped my striking, because it kind of I'm used to getting hit. I'm used to staying calm. I'm used to being able to evaluate what is going on, and being able to do that. It really slows everything down. So it's I don't feel. I might look like I'm moving fast, which it doesn't happen that often anymore. But in my mind, everything is really slow and it's really calm, and I'm thinking my moves through, and able to again just keep that peace of mind when I do that.
Almost like a Matrix movie,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Sometimes I talk about that with people. People think I'm joking or something, but yeah, when I watched Matrix the first time, I was in Canada, and we watched that on the movies, 1999. And what impressed me on that is that aspect that you put things in a slower pace in your mind. People might be like going crazy around you, but you have it's hard to explain that into words, but you almost see things in a slower movement.
Yes.
Then you're more clear on what you want to do or not, right?
Right. Yeah. And one of my instructors at some point said, when you start getting upset, or you start thinking, then you're fighting two people.
Yeah.
You're fighting yourself and your opponent.
When you want to do something like crazy, like tunnel vision, I want to take them down. I want to sweep them.
Yep, you're fighting
too.
Yeah. Whereas if you just kind of relax and stay calm and take kind of what they're giving you, then everything kind of slows down, and it really kind of flows into the moves.
That's something that I really believe in. I keep telling people that all the time. You gotta see what they're giving to you.
Yes.
Right. You want to sweep, but they're not offering opportunity for you to sweep. Go for something else.
Exactly.
Foot lock, leg lock, whatever. But take what they're offering to you, right? What they're giving to you.
Yep, exactly.
What do you say that is the biggest gain, the biggest accomplishment, the biggest benefit you get from doing jiu-jitsu?
I think the benefit that I get, and again, I was older when I started. I was 42 when I started the martial arts.
42 when he started.
So
no excuses here.
Exactly. For me, it's not only the physical aspect, but the mental. It keeps me sharp in my mental faculties. As you're getting older, we all kind of slow down. I can't go with 20-year-olds at the pace that they're going anymore. But I've tune everything into what I can do. So I slow everything down, go at my pace. My physical abilities, I would say, are well above the average, mid 50-year-old person. And then your brain function too is, you can think through problems. It's really a problem-solving type martial arts. A lot of people equate it to chess, the game of chess. You just mentioned it. I'm taking what you're giving me, not trying to force something down your throat.
Exactly.
So it really helps with the mental, my mental faculties. And it just keeps me feeling young. I'm in here rolling with kids, with teenagers, with adults. 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, and it's just having fun. It's like being a kid again.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I got off the bench and got out here on the mat, it was like being back in school, and being a teenager and just running around like you did in PE and having a good time and fun. People take care. Everybody takes care of each other, and there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a safe place.
I agree. Would you say, would you find, would you mention any downside, anything bad for doing jiu-jitsu? Any okay benefits and malefice? How do you say that?
Or detractors, or something. I guess the only thing, this is a combat sport. I mean, everybody is going to get some injury at some point, whether it's a pulled muscle or
Twisted knee.
Twisted knee. I mean, I wear a knee brace, from because I twisted my knee, but it just kind of happens, and you just gotta work through it and not let it stop you. Just don't use it as an excuse. Just keep coming, and just having fun. The brothers, the Gracie brothers, they always say keep it playful, and that's so true. I mean, you can go into the sport and want to be, the ADCC champion. If that's your goal, that's fine. But the majority of people, they don't want that. They just want to, come in and have fun, have something relaxing, and that's the way they treat it, and your partner will take care of you. You take care of your partner, and like I said, the detractors, it's because it's a close contact sport. There's going to be injuries. You just don't use it as an excuse to quit.
Yeah. Again, I see another aspect of that, keeping you out of a comfort zone. Especially like for me teaching here, 3 classes a day, you get to a point where you just want to be teaching, put your gi on, show a few positions, get people rolling. But somehow you start feeling bad at the end of the day. You start feeling bad about doing that. And then, I don't know, you sign up for a competition or something. And then you have to reset all over again. You have to get yourself back in shape again. And I think that at least a little ego we all have, which is good. Because you don't want to get beat up by everybody, right? Of course, you want to come, have fun, learn, but you don't want to get beat up by everyone around you. So you cannot be in your comfort zone all the time.
Exactly. Yeah, you're going to get put out of your comfort zone. I mean, I get tapped on a daily basis, and whether it's because somebody's better than me, somebody's younger than me, or I'm trying a new move and they caught me. But that's part of the growing.
It's part of the growth, exactly. Some people don't understand that. It's part of a growing to get tapped by trying things, especially for trying new things.
Exactly.
Before recovering from something, from being sick, for an injury, right?
Yep.
It's going to happen to you. It's part of your learning process.
There is no losing in jiu-jitsu. You're either going to learn, and some people learn on a slow pace. I mean, it might take 3 or 4 times that you're getting tapped out by the same move, where other people, they get tapped out once by it, and it's like, I'm not getting caught in that again. I'm going to move on. But that's the great thing about jiu-jitsu. It's an individual, your own pace that you're going, and that's how you're learning.
I agree. I agree. Cool. Any comments, any advice you want to give to people?
Yeah, I would say if there's any martial art that you're looking at to get get your kids in, this is ideal for women. That's one of the. I wish I've got two grown daughters, and I wish I would have found this when they were still young. This is a great martial art for smaller people, for women, for kids, and stuff like that, because it's about being able to control somebody that's bigger and stronger than you, and that's what the whole focus on jiu-jitsu is being able to control somebody if you're in a bad position. And I again, if you're thinking of trying something, try jiu-jitsu, give it a shot, come down, have a couple weeks, give it a shot, and you'll either love it or you won't, but at least you'll know what to expect. So I would say definitely try it.
Nice. Awesome. All right, guys, I think that's it for now. Watch us on Campelo Jiu-Jitsu Way of Life at YouTube. Okay, I have a channel over there with a few instructional videos, and this is the second interview. Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Professor.